Um, Sorry for the delays. Working through some technical issues with some of the connections that we have, so appreciate you bearing with us. Um, this is session 5 for the March of the Confederates campaign. Just to kind of reset where we're at, the group finds itself in Sunderbar, which is the city that's somewhat under siege by orc tribes to the east. They delivered a package of potions that they carried through the Silver Moon Pass to get them here, and they had talked with the shop owner, which we'll pull up here. It's Robnell Elrin, a half-elf who runs a sundry shop on the west side of Sunderbar. And he asked if they would do a return job, taking some items that would be useful. Items that would be useful as ingredients for potions that Zodphase might be able to use. He offered. Notes are incomplete. What did he offer? Because you guys haggled a bit.
No, I thought we did.
50 gold pieces.
I think it depended on how many boxes he had for us.
Or have we
not?
We
haven't found out how many boxes.
Yeah, we hadn't gotten that far. I don't think.
Oh, so you were going to negotiate when he got back? Okay.
Yeah, because he couldn't tell us how much he would have to send back.
Right.
Right. All right. So he asked for a couple of hours of time to get the boxes in order because he wasn't really expecting you. You guys agreed to come back in a couple hours. You were going to go meet up and grab lunch. The monk Connery kind of hung back while the rest of the group left, and had a conversation with the shop owner. And so then let's say that you have all rendezvoused. The place that you agreed to meet was an inn called Balldivers. Grab a hot meal there, and let's start there.
Sounds good.
All right. So you said Connery had a conversation with the pharmaceutical guy. I'd like to ask Connery what.
Well, it turns out he's not a pharmaceutical guy. He is he's just a merchant. So I was looking to try to. I negotiated and got some stuff for us. So not really. I mean, it's for me, but it will be for group use, and that was a healer's kit. So nice. I negotiated and got a healer's kit. So I can improve my. I mean, obviously, it won't be much good until, unless somebody drops. But apparently, I mean, unless I'm the one that drops, it will be of use. Stabilize people,
okay.
In the event that that we go down. So I have to cross train some of that because we obviously have a problem with that. I'll train Mike. He's the only one that hasn't gone down.
No, I have.
Oh, did you? Okay. Okay. What's that?
I said I went down.
Oh, that's right. You. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, I got a healer's kit, and yeah, I traded it for I made some anti-venom, and was successful at. Well, success would be I could have been more successful, but I had enough to trade for a healer's kit. So. And okay. I figure that would be more useful than anti-venom, because how many times do you get attacked by giant spiders? Well,
now you've done that.
Here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. A little bit of a rough spot. I'm gonna
All
get
right, well,
I'm gonna get like a pair of scissors. Maybe that'll help. Maybe if I'm stuck next time, I can.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy first round at the tavern. I am very enamored by ales and wines, almost to a flaw. So,
All right.
As he drinks, he's like, this stuff is not good for you.
The paladin that knows drunken fists.
yes,
All right.
and that is a true part of my character.
This is not good for you. Yeah.
All right. So
You shouldn't drink that. Let me.
I'll save you from yourself.
all right. Jason, mark off 5 copper piece. The paladin buys a round of ales to help lubricate the conversation.
That's a good way to put it. There you go.
And Uhtred is off somewhere else, correct?
No, I think he was going to get some stuff. He was going to get his bearskin tanned, and then he was going to meet us here.
Yep.
So Brad,
I suspect that we're not leaving town until tomorrow, so maybe we should also pay for a room while we're here.
Brad, can you hear us?
Did you say 5?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you say 5 copper?
Yeah.
Copper for the beer.
Yeah. So yeah, Uhtred does show up right about the time that Conry does, half an hour, 45 minutes after you guys sit down and start to talk and have a meal.
Is this a? Did you say this is an inn also, as well as
Yeah,
a tavern?
It's an inn. Yeah, so it's got a
tavern. Okay.
tavern. Yeah.
All right. Well, then, yeah, I guess we should go ahead and get some rooms.
All right. So
free continental breakfast.
Yeah.
well, it's a fairly
for you,
similar
it's like
arrangement.
dead rats.
It's for the night, an evening meal and a morning meal, 4 copper, and then an additional one if you're going to avail yourselves to the bath if you want to get spider goo off of you.
Oh, I thought we had already done that.
Yeah, I think we showered since
to your hair.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll take a shower.
Like you've got styling product in your hair.
Right. Yeah. That's what's going on.
Is that hair gel?
I had to come up with a name for that one.
Yeah, I think we did that at the end of last session, didn't we? We
did, I thought.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to
so that's-
shower anyway, so I took 5 off.
I got some
All right.
Gooby gone and
Spider goo be gone. It's hard to find spider goo be gone in a city under siege, but you managed to find some.
yes.
Hey, Connery, you know what gets that spider web off?
Yeah.
Flames.
Flames.
It's it right off clean.
So your couple hours passes. You have your meal. You assume that you could go back and see if the half elf is ready to execute your
Execute.
contract.
So while we're chatting over the meal, I'd like to see if Uhtred knows much about orc legends. You're from an orc tribe near this area, right?
Yeah, from the hills. Yeah, was it southwest of the city, I think?
Do your people have a rich tradition of legends?
Well, yes. But, of course, all my people are dead, right? Because we got wiped out by a rival clan.
Right, your tribe, yes, but orcs in general.
Yeah, sure.
Do they talk about treasure in this area, maybe?
Well, various clans all have treasure, right? I mean, as far as the battles going back and forth when they raid, they get treasure, and each chief of each tribe has a huge central pot that he doles money out from. But like undiscovered treasure, I don't really know of any stories of undiscovered treasure.
No lost loot from.
No golden orc and horde buried in the hills or anything.
Okay.
So Brad, do me a favor. Let's roll history at advantage.
Okay.
How do we
hold on.
pull up the character when we're in this particular screen? I don't remember.
It's
So-
the little thing of the people. It's the second tab from the left, right next to the combat tab.
History.
Okay.
And you said just a normal roll
At advantage.
Advantage.
at advantage.
Oh, you ain't from around here, are you?
All right. So the modifiers on that. I need to see that. Modifiers.
No, I don't have any on that.
So there was in your village when you were young and you were growing up, because the village was raided when you were quite a bit younger, and so you didn't know a whole lot about village lore, but you thought there was an area that you had never gone into, but an area that was considered somewhat sacred to your tribe, that you thought had some kind of artifacts or relics of some importance. And over the years since then, you've kind of wondered whatever was in there and what happened to it when the village was raided. You don't know any.
So
You don't know anything specific about what was in there. You don't know anything specific about what happened about that. But you do know there were some treasured, either something that had lore significance to it, or maybe something that had intrinsic value. You're not sure.
While we're on the topic, one thing I did not mention last time is that I used to, when I was going around with the merchant Carwin West, we would often trade at orc villages, which was not something that was typically done. So you have some familiarity with working with orcs up in the Glimmerwood area. So just wanted to throw that out there, that I do have some experience with orc
Was
tribes.
that in your previous life
trading.
as a man whore?
No.
That's wrong.
Negative.
That's 10 times.
That's why he drinks to forget.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
that's why. Yeah.
Okay.
PG-13 stream, is that what it is?
Yes, clean it up. So,
Well, the reason I ask is because I found some information that suggests that these orc hordes are uprising for a reason. And I am, Howard, I am keeping this to the table,
okay,
right?
roll stealth. Let's
Oh,
see how discreet you're being.
This is really good, Al.
Was that is he Chris Farley discreet, or is he?
You think you're being discreet? Okay. So,
So I'm just explaining that the orc tribes all rising up at once when they don't usually cooperate
Well,
is a sign of either.
Are they cooperating completely, or is this like an intertribal war as well?
We're pretty sure that they're cooperating because they are laying siege to the town.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is I didn't know if that was if this is that was one of my questions. Is this more than one tribe together, or is it vying for dominance here?
I was told it was more than one tribe.
Okay, I got you.
So they're working together at least loosely.
Okay.
To not only coordinate attacks of merchant caravans and travel, but also attacking, outlying villages and the city itself.
I got you.
So,
based on my somewhat familiarity with dealing with orcs, would I be able to bring any information to the table regarding this discussion?
Let's roll insight on that.
Just normal?
Yeah, just normal. So, when you dealt with the orcs, your kind of your mentor in the trade business, while you were doing the traveling trade,
Carwin
West, he explained that they're very rational people. They at times their reasons don't always make sense to your society, but they very seldom do anything, particularly anything as grand or grave as mount some kind of military action without what they think is a pretty compelling reason.
And what would that reason be?
Well, your insight's not quite that keen.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't roll a 20. All right.
Do we have a clear cut leader of this whole thing? Because certainly there has to be a strong, a strong personality behind all that to bring all these together and keep them together.
That's a fair assumption. Yeah, you could also do a roll. What would be the most appropriate roll? See if
do you want insight, or do you want something else?
Let's go with history as well. See if you are aware of
it's all that time hitting the books.
Yeah. So I read this chapter on insurrection.
So, you've heard a name, somebody by the name of Three Tusk.
Three Tusk? Okay.
Three Tusk. You don't know his actual Orcan name, but that's what the kind of given name that you've heard is supposedly some extremely powerful orc leader that's in the eastern marches. Supposedly has a lot of influence over a lot of the clans, and Uhtred's able to eat. Yeah.
Okay, full-blooded orc. All right, orc.
Uhtred, you're able to actually confirm that when Connery shares that name.
He's from the Eastern Marches?
Yes.
Well, he's there now, anyway.
So he's he's kind of leading this orc uprising, and he's doing it for some apparently rational reason that we don't know.
Connery's insight doesn't know if he's actually leading, but
okay,
he threw that name out as someone that could be behind it.
Okay. So I would suggest that they're either doing it because of revenge for some insult or action, which doesn't seem likely, or, I heard a rumor that they might be doing it to recover some sort of treasure or artifact or otherwise important item to them.
Of religious or
No.
ancestral. Okay.
Or it could just be really crazy valuable.
I got you. But if it's crazy, if all it is crazy valuable, how is that going to bring all the tribes together? If that's not something that they can easily, enrich all the tribes with. I mean, that's what I'm saying is that if it's something as simple as greed, it's going to have to be, a dragon horde that they can all split up.
Golden statues have been the object of worship for a long time.
Yeah. No. So it would be interesting to find out, see if we can find additional information out.
So do we want to hang around? I mean, they're attacking Thunderbar, right, where we're at. So one would think that whatever these objects are in Thunderbar. And do we want to hang out here and learn more information, or do we just want to pick up our goods and start go on our way?
So just so you're clear, that there's not actually been an attack on the city proper yet.
Just the surrounding area.
The roads leading east out of town have been attacked on a number of occasions to the point where they've pretty much shut down travel to the east. And given the number of orcs that have been seen in the hills and surrounding areas, it looks as though they are staging to perhaps attack the city, but that's not readily apparent that that's actually going to happen. But all of those troops to the west are sitting there, presumably to be ready to step in if that does happen.
Has there been any talk of anything that's been recovered recently, or expeditions mounted where they brought back a large treasure, and maybe it was here?
Not that you've heard.
Okay. Mike, any insight? Excuse me, Greg.
Nope.
Okay.
Seems we could either kind of hang around Sendabar area, try to learn more information. What one thought would be to, between Uhtred and my, familiarity with orcs, we could learn information, maybe try to broker some deal. If we can find out what's going on with the orcs, maybe make a little profit of it while maintaining some peace by getting this item back to the orcs.
Another question, since you have dealing with orcs, are they known to send spies into cities, or is that too sophisticated?
Give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
Seems a little bit. I think orcs are probably more straightforward than that.
Okay.
But
I have some context too. When I was on that lost patrol or whatever, one of the guys that I traveled with gave me some contacts in the orc community in Silvery Moon. And
I was thinking we might want to go back and work our sources in Silvery Moon.
Yeah, I didn't reach out to them because we weren't there long enough. But I can.
Right.
If we go back, I can go and talk to them and see what they have what intel they have.
Yeah, and it's not just. I don't disagree with trying to make the peace, but we can't promise that we can actually deliver anything.
Deliver
Peace.
Deliver
whatever it is that they want.
Yeah.
No.
So
We have,
let's just let's assume that it's here in Sundarbar, my good friend Paladin. Obviously, the town leaders aren't going to willingly give it up, which means that if we want to deliver the item back, we're going to have to steal it.
Well, I would say that if we could find out what it is, and maybe there's a way of negotiating some sort of deal with the orcs, there might be a potential that we don't have to steal it, but we don't know what it is, and we don't know
what it is.
Yeah, so
Right.
we either get more information here in Sundabar, or we just go on our way back to Silvery Moon and maybe try to get some information back there, which I'm not opposed to either one of those.
I would caution that if we try and approach an orc camp with this kind of proposal, we probably won't be able to negotiate successfully.
Right, and I wouldn't suggest that.
no,
I would
no, at this point.
suggest we try to figure out maybe in town what's going on a little bit more first, get additional information, but no, not approach the orcs at this point. Really, just more of a fact finding mission.
One thing we might try to do is, if we are able to find an orc encampment, to have Uhtred go and make contact, maybe without us.
Well, how do the orc tribes in general take half orcs?
Well, we're not suspect like we became in Sundabar when the orcs started besieging the town. I could get into a camp. It kind of depends how they would take me,
So
they're more chaotic than human settlements, and so it might go well, it might not go well,
So Brad, I would say that being a half breed, you experience your fair share of racism from your orc brethren, the same way you experience racism from your human brethren. It's not, instant attack on sight, but there are some people that are more racist in the orcs than there are some that are more tolerant, and it all depends. But more concerning to you, based on your experiences, orcs are extremely tribal, and even if you were accepted in one clan as an ally or a friend, you could be seen as a bitter rival to another clan, and so clans are often very distrusting of other clans. So
that's true. Well, and we didn't discuss this, right? We didn't actually assign a name to the guy who killed my family, but or my tribe. But it would sound like this three-tusk guy would be the guy. In what we did discuss, it sounds like this three-tusk guy would be the guy who orchestrated that.
It's possible.
An interest.
The word orchestrated.
Right. It's very possible. You don't know that. In fact, it's not.
So I would know that. I mean, we just haven't discussed it because that was my backstory,
right?
And we didn't really tie that in. But
right. So
more to point, to answer the question was, I could go into a orc camp and try and establish contact with somebody, with a group, but if they were like kind of what you were saying, if they were ill disposed, if their leadership was ill disposed to half orcs, then I would be in hot water. But it's possible, you can always go in there and kick some butt. That helps.
I think it's a very high risk option.
Yeah,
pick the biggest one and go kill him.
I
think it's too risky.
I think the best course of action right here is just to go back to Silvery Moon, and we'll keep investigating that stuff. And like we were talking about, I can reach out to the orc community there in Silvery Moon and
the orc underground.
more info, and then we can head back if we feel there's something worth our attention.
Right.
Worth their attention, or we're capable of giving attention to.
Yes. Some
All right.
effect we can achieve.
So I will say
I'll
this,
buy into
Brad.
that plan.
You
Uh-huh.
you have always blamed Three Tusk for the raid. The, the group that carried out the raid was seen as kind of mercenary group. They weren't wearing tribal colors or anything, but you've always carried the assumption that Three Tusk was ultimately behind it.
Sounds like one of those can't be blamed for it and doesn't want to be looked as
Plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability.
Three Tusk can neither confirm nor deny that he was part of killing your tribe.
Maybe his tribe was the one that was the holdout, and they had to get rid of him.
That's the way I was thinking of it in my backstory, was that my father was a rival to this guy, so he would have had to have been influential.
Right.
And then instead
It's
of
also
calling
possible
out tribe
that
on tribe, they did it in an underhanded way.
Yep.
And
it's also possible that whatever relic or item, if there is such a thing, was stolen. It's not unthinkable that Three Tusk would steal it and keep it for himself, and then blame the humans as an excuse
Yeah.
to unite the tribes into war, but he actually has it himself.
Right. That's kind of where I was.
and then when they take the city, he can say, "Hey, look what I found in the city."
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or they must have moved it to Silvery Moon. Let's go there.
So,
Yep.
Howard, I don't know if you caught all that, but I was telling him how I had contact from one of my fallen friends to the orc community there in Silvery Moon, and that maybe if we went and talked to them, they might have some more.
Yeah, there's something of a refugee spot that some of the half orcs have kind of taken up, putting a small little gathering of them there. And yeah, you're right. There's a presumption there that if you ask around there, you might learn more about what those folks know.
I think you tried to lead me there this last time we talked, and I did want to go there, so I avoided it.
I suggested that might be a worthwhile thing to investigate, but
I was busy thinking about camping out.
All right. So you've returned to Robnall's little sundry shop.
Mm-hmm.
You have some courses of action that you're weighing here. So when you come back, he sees you. He starts to cinch up a couple of sacks, and looks kind of expectantly as you approach. Who's going to talk for the group?
I guess I will.
Is it not working?
So are these all going?
Yeah, it's set.
Yeah, these two sacks have everything that I think might be useful for Zodface.
Uthrid, could you see how much those things weigh?
Oh, do we have an inventory list to make sure that we have everything?
Well, as long as you don't have the rogue carrying it, you should be all right.
I haven't stolen anything.
So
that you're aware of.
You're gonna
So
So
the
you're gonna-
odds are increasing.
Yeah.
So you're opening up the sack and doing a quick inventory of what's in the sacks.
Well, I was asking if he was sending an inventory list along so that we, to hand off to him, whatever.
Um, he says, I hadn't thought of that, but give me a moment. I'll jot things down. That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
While he's jotting things down, I'm gonna have big, strong half orc see how heavy these bags are.
Okay.
Jotting it down.
We may need to redistribute this into smaller, more easily concealed packages.
Yeah, there you go. And that's kind of what I was getting at there, was that that way we...
Oh, I know where you're going. You think like me.
Yeah.
All right. Uhtred kind of assesses the sacks. Their combined weight maybe about 20 pounds or so.
Oh, shoot. That's bad.
Most of it is small vials with stoppers on them. There's a few folded smaller sacks inside the bigger sack of some materials that are dry. Within the stoppers are full of liquids of some kind. It's not incredibly bulky or especially heavy.
The anti-venom?
But it's like ingredients, right? It's not finished potions or anything.
Yeah, it's raw materials either from in mineral of nature or animal bloods or things of that nature that are useful in potion crafting. And he finishes making the list and scrolls it up and sticks it in one of the sacks, and there we go.
Good. Thank you.
So I think we discussed 50 gold to get this back to Sodvase.
It's probably fair enough, but I feel like I have to haggle a little bit.
All right, what's the nature of your haggling effort? What do you say?
Just the danger of the roads.
Okay, right. Let's.
Oh no, it's fine.
he says no. I it's really that's expensive enough as it is. Ordinarily, I could stick this on a caravan and pay much less.
I won't spell it out just because I rolled so poorly, but I make the usual, well, if you could put it on a caravan, you would, but there aren't any right now. But I clearly I'm not persuasive.
Yeah.
That ale you had me drink, it was too big.
Yeah. The heavy meal and the ale.
Went in pints.
Yeah, pint for a pint-size halfling. That hits you hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all about the motions, but yeah. So I'm 50 gold. That's what it's gonna be.
So he counts out the 50 gold. Are you guys gonna split it, or is one person gonna carry it?
Just for safekeeping, I would suggest we each get 10, and then 10 goes into a party fund that Synthon can carry.
The party bank is opened.
Well, assuming they don't disagree. No one disagrees. Motion passes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get 20 gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're going to get 20 gold, but 10 of it is for the party.
Yeah, we
Sure it is. Yeah. Okay.
I can always
It's
take
a
it
party
back when
fund.
you're sleeping.
Yay! I got 10 gold to party with.
All right, so that's
Till his God
20
tells him he
gold.
needs to get a
I'm
whore.
carrying.
What
Yeah,
is it?
20 extra gold.
What can you buy for? I'm not sure what prices are on things. Like, what can you get for 50 gold? What's?
You can get one potion of healing.
You can get one potion of healing.
So it's not all that much. Okay.
No.
I'm not sure what the rate of inflation is here in our world.
What'd you say, 10 gold piece? Okay.
I think cost of living would be a better analogy.
Yeah, sorry. Cost. I don't think I'm sure what the cost of living is.
Like I said, the
Well,
average.
it was only like 5 copper for a night at the inn,
Right.
and you've got 10 copper per silver and 10 silver per gold. So it's 5 cents to stay for a day at an inn.
Cheap. Right. What's that? What did we say a horse was? Roughly
75 gold.
A lot more than 5 cents.
It's like 75, I think, when I checked.
Yeah, riding
75
horses.
gold.
75 gold.
Okay.
So we're
Hey,
nowhere
that's good,
near
yeah.
being a horse and wagon.
We're not
No.
rich.
A commoner typically
Well,
earns
yeah.
about somewhere between 10 and 20 gold a year. So
Yeah. So you are happy with 10 gold in for a 2-day, what, 2 to 3 day trip?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
not bad.
Well, it depends on how many times we try and march into the night when no one can see.
Yeah. So we
All right.
definitely are going to have a fire time. I was not rich enough to buy any more Gooby Gone, you know.
I was fine in my tent. I don't know what you're
Telling
complaining
you,
about.
we saw those spiders coming. The fire didn't matter. We saw them coming. They just were tough.
Well,
we saw them coming.
yeah, the
Uthred
end
saw them
result
coming.
was there that the caravanners will usually keep them away by having a big enough fire.
Yeah, but we
You know.
were traveling through orc-infested war party.
Yeah, and that's what we went with. I mean, and I agree. I just know that we need to keep better watch and next time.
This is probably not the best time to go into it, but I would suggest that the orcs can probably see well in the dark,
Yeah,
where most of the party can't.
right.
Right,
That's-
but
and
a
that's
big
what I'm
so-
doing
smoke trail.
They would find us if they're looking
They can-
regardless.
They can smell us before they can see us with the smoke from the fire.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
all in all, I totally agreed with the keeping a cold camp because of the warp parties. You know, because
Next time, we won't be camped out just shy of the town.
right, yeah. So it's either a choice of spider food or you know.
Anyway,
orc
I'll hand a sack to Uthred and a sack to Conry
okay.
and say, we better get we're going to stay the night and then leave in the morning.
Yeah, and I would
Right.
suggest leaving, you know, at the butt crack of dawn, you know, dark 30,
Yep.
so that we can get all the daylight we can.
Okay.
Of course, we'll need to have one more round at the end before we go to sleep.
No more rounds for me. No more rounds for me. You can have mine.
I think Mike is he's had enough.
Yeah, I'm just going with my player's character. That's all.
I
will
like
join you for
the lush paladin. I like it.
I will join him for another ale, just
right.
just so I can watch over him. Okay.
This one's on you.
Oh, this one's on me. All right, I need to go to bed.
All right, so with your with the 5 copper you paid for the nights, you do get your evening meal hot, and rest up, get a hot meal in the morning. That afternoon, before you go to bed, Ray did spend some time wandering the city, and Conry did spend some time doing things with his herb kit, which ultimately led to him getting a healer's kit out of the deal. And Uhtred did spend some time at the tannery, and the next morning he shows up with this huge new pelt that is kind of coat shaped, where the head is still kind of sort of affixed.
It's a little lumpy. I went ahead and completed that trade, Conry.
Oh. I don't remember any of the details. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I got it.
This is an ex parte conversation that happened.
I'll have to look at it. All right.
Conry wanted to trade me my share of the venom in exchange for training in medicinal herbs.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Do I have time to make some more anti-venom?
Yeah, roll your medicine.
All right.
It's just one dose, but
Yeah.
Well, it's one dose of venom, but it's hard to say
Correct.
what that will yield in anti-venom because
we don't know how well he rolled.
Let's see here.
oh
yeah.
what's the modifier on that? 22. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Much better than the first one. That yielded a lot better.
I gathered more venom is what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
he
I
just
botched,
wasn't as-
I botched first roll. I had enough.
Go ahead
I had
and use all those
barely
18s
enough.
now.
Yeah.
so
And we get into
Conry
combat, you'll start rolling 4s again.
Conry, by virtue of bypassing the ale at the dinner meal, was able to focus really well with his medicine and herbalism kits, and managed to craft 4 vials of antivenom. Oh,
Nice.
antitoxin.
Antitoxin. Yep.
Out of curiosity, what's the going rate of a vial of antitoxin?
You gonna go ask around about that? I mean,
Well, I just figured it might be something that I might know.
well,
Oh, wait. I know. So I was looking
I
at it.
assumed that I would know the going rate of a vial of toxin.
It was 50 gold pieces, I think, for an for a
It was. I thought it was about 5.
antivirus.
all right.
For your
I
COVID shot, it's 50 gold pieces.
Oh.
So-
I looked into a virus, or not a virus, what's the name I'm looking for there? The kit. Anti-poison kit. And it was like 50 gold pieces on the market.
and that's the kit
Without
that
the
actually that's the kit that actually gather and create the antitoxin, which Matt already has.
Yeah.
It came with his character background. Matt, I've added your antitoxin to your Foundry account, but be sure to sync that up with your D&D Beyond, and add in 4
And the
vials.
gold,
Oh,
are you gonna add the gold, or do we need to do that?
I already
You guys,
added the gold.
yeah, you guys
My
need to
gold
maintain
for me.
your D&D Beyond for me.
Okay.
All right, very good. So you guys have a rather productive afternoon. The paladin avails himself to the ample source of ale while he has access to it. The rogue does some intelligence gathering. The monk makes some antitoxin, and the half orc makes an interesting looking coat. Are you doing anything else in the city? Or are you heading out at first light and making your way
First light.
back west?
Good now. Yeah, good now.
We have to leave the sound of chickens behind, guys.
Woohoo!
Oh no, we're gonna leave the first light. We'll be out the gate at first light.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say just before dawn.
Yes.
You know.
We'll get up just before dawn, get all our shit, get out of town
Yep.
for the, rush hour traffic.
Right.
Are we leaving before paying the bill?
Yeah.
I paid last
We
night.
paid in advance.
Or do we?
We paid
All right.
the
Well, I guess we won't get that back.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget to remind me on scenery changes, guys.
Scenery change, Howard.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Howard,
Hey,
scenery
Howard,
change.
scenery change.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Get my
back the way we came.
get my notes
At least
up.
we know the way.
I'm walking with my 175 pounds worth of equipment.
Is that including the tent? 'Cause you said you'd carry that too.
Oh, actually, you're right. I don't think I
You
I
probably
have
need to
that in
put,
my. That's not in my inventory.
yeah, I think it's probably
That's
still
fine.
in
You look strong.
Ray's inventory. You probably need to transfer that. All right, very good.
Transfer it.
So, as you head west out of the city, you go through the valley again on the far side of the Robin, where the camps are for the military units are sitting there. You go past the checkpoint that has been hastily set up on the eastern edge of the perimeter of those camps, and you head into
Western View.
you head into the open road. Who wants to do the first roll for the party?
Uthred's in lead, isn't he? So he can go
Yeah.
first. Or am I scouting ahead?
And what am I rolling? Perception or?
You're just rolling a percentile.
Let's see if I get this right. /R space D100.
Very good. So you spend most of the morning and the mid-afternoon going down the road headed east, and towards late afternoon you make it to Avondale, which display up on the right.
It's late afternoon, so we should probably stop for the night rather than camp in the mountains.
Towards late afternoon
Yeah,
you
'cause what, we
make
can
it
only
to
make it about half.
Avondale.
Because half again is far
display
to
up on the right.
We might
should stop.
get to Hawks late afternoon, so we should
we're
probably
lucky.
stop for the night rather than
And they won't
camp
let
in
us
the-
stay there because it's a military outpost.
Oh. Yeah, that's
We should
true.
stop where the spiders were and look around, see if they have.
That was a
any
long.
gold.
That we left that a long way
Yeah,
back. If it makes you feel any better, we do still have the Goblin Cave up ahead of us with that big round of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So okay,
go
so
back for the
we're gonna
beer.
stay in Avondale.
But we're
Okay,
gonna
well,
we're gonna
hear
stay
you,
for
Brad.
the night in town, right? In village.
That's what I was saying. Avondale.
Yeah, if we stay in Avondale, then can we make it to Kelb
Probably.
the following day?
Yeah, if
All
you
right,
start,
then, yeah, probably.
assuming the conditions are similar to what it was before, and depending on what you run into along the way that slows you down, you should be able to make kill by nightfall the next day.
Okay, well then I think that makes sense rather than sleeping out in the open.
And then you said late afternoon, right? We're late afternoon?
Yes, he said late
Oh,
afternoon.
okay. All right. Yeah, then, yeah, probably better.
Okay. It's the same deal, the same menu you've been at before. 4 copper for a couple meals and a bed. 5 if you're going to use the bath.
Howard, should we be changing this in our currency in our D&D or both the game and the D&D?
You can.
I would just
you know,
change it in Forge and then sync at
Yeah.
the end.
What's
At the-
what's the copper to silver?
coppers are pennies, silvers are dimes.
Okay. And you said
Everything's-
4 copper, right?
So
The
I'm
par-
sorry, going back D&D and beyond or within the game.
Maintain everything in the game, and then when you get ready to log out, sync up your inventories and your XPs and all that. So
Okay, how do you? Well, you can tell me how to sync when we end. But...
yeah, just do it by hand. Check your gold levels.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, you can't just hit a sync button that will sync.
No, it's one direction.
Yeah,
You can
man.
download from D&D Beyond into the game. You can't upload from the game into D&D Beyond, unfortunately. So, and D&D Beyond is your official. D&D Beyond is your official record. So when you want to go to level up, we kind of have to use D&D Beyond. So I know it's a little bit of annoying, but it has all the features and it makes it a lot easier during the game sessions if we do it that way. All right. So you get a good night's rest, a couple hot meals. Are you doing anything in town?
Yeah, we need to check with the locals to see if anything's changed as far as in the past, and with the orc situation.
I say we ask him about what's the orc leader?
Three
rings? What's his name? Three tusk. Yeah, I'll say.
Don't ask him what his third tusk is. He'll show you.
He's quite proud of that third tusk.
You would be too.
Isn't this where wasn't there some was it other paladins or Knights of the Silvery Moon here?
They were backed by Sundabar.
Okay, all right.
We passed them way early.
Some at Hawk's Nest, I thought.
Was it Hawk Nest? We ran in. I remember running into.
No. It was just
you had a conversation with them, but it was just west of Sundabar.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we should ask if anybody has any knowledge of Three Tusk. We've heard about him, and we'd like to, does anybody have any confirmation that he might be behind this orc uprising?
All right. Are you all asking around? Are you just wandering the city, rolling up to strangers?
Just wandering around, people watching.
Yeah. I thought we made contact with somebody, and we talked to one of the town guard or whatever.
You did. As you came into town, there is a barricade, and they always ask what your business is before they let you in. So if you want to do that, who's going to speak for the party and roll an investigation?
I can. I'll do it. I wish I'd actually chose a die style that I could actually read.
You can change that. I'll show you how to do that offline.
Yeah.
So the guard says, there's not been a whole lot of travel on the road, and we're not hearing a whole lot.
Okay.
What if I were to give him 5 copper? Would that refresh his memory any?
5 penny.
You're gonna try to.
I mean, I guess
you're gonna try to bribe the guard
at the end.
How about a gold piece? I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
How about these 5 pennies? What do you know now?
Well, hell, you can go to an inn and get a dinner for 5 pennies, right?
Exactly.
That's actually not
Synthon's going to make it rain with copper pieces.
That's actually not a bad deal.
Are you actually going to try to bribe the guard?
And he hasn't even been drinking yet today.
No, I will not. I'm a paladin. I shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Well,
but if someone were to buy me a meal,
yeah, I doubt that they have much knowledge in this little small town anyway.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that they have much.
Yep.
All right. Do you guys do anything else while you're stopped in Avondale?
Just wander around the market, such as it is. Not aiming at anything particular, just looking and listening.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
I keep on the down low here. Have you noticed anybody that may have been around us in Sundabar? If you maybe notice any of them,
I'll look and let you know later.
I just kind of have that feeling.
We're getting followed.
Just a thought.
So I guess while I am people watching and looking, I will be keeping an eye out for familiar faces.
All right, give me an investigation.
Would it be investigator or perception?
No, investigation. Well, I mean, the only familiarity
Good
you can
roll.
play, the only familiarity you can place are faces that you saw in Avondale before.
Okay.
I will relay that to Conry.
Okay. It was just a thought. Maybe I'm paranoid, but hey.
A little bit, but even paranoids have enemies.
Yeah. Give me just a second here.
You've been dipping into your weed kit.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why.
Yeah, my herbalism kit. Yeah.
Your
I'll be right
herbal
back.
kit, yeah.
Hey, it's
All right.
legal now.
All right, any other activities in Avondale? All right.
No.
So you get your hot meal, you get a nice night in a warm bed, you get up. Any activities before you push out?
I don't think so. I think we want to leave early before anything's really started moving.
All right. So now you step out, and it is kind of a cool, brisk fall morning, and you're starting the ascent, getting up into the altitudes, into the hilly, mountainous areas. Let's have a roll for the party, please.
How about Synthon roll it?
All right. It's a percentile.
Yes, please. Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Be fun. So you start going up through. Why don't I wait for Matt to get back before we? Go ahead and do a scene change while we're waiting on.
Yeah, don't forget that scene change, Howard.
Hey,
Thanks.
Howard, scene change.
You guys are
Sorry, I
so
didn't-
much.
And the
help.
battle music.
Did I say battle? I didn't think I said battle.
But what did
Show
I
us
miss?
the-
What?
Show us the dragon.
Yeah. Are we leaving?
You've been eaten, Matt.
What's
Sorry. Said you've been eaten. Sorry.
that? Oh. Eaten and regurgitated.
Sadly, not regurgitated. You came out the hard way.
Oh my god. Came out the little end.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like we.
Well, come on,
you want me
man.
to go first to be scouting, or how do we want to do this? At least it's not super snowy.
Why is it not?
Well, I think our typical formation was what Uhtred out in front, and then me in the middle, and you two flanking.
Yeah, unless we wanted me to scout ahead.
Is the snow all gone? Is that what's going on?
You're still
We're
low
not high
enough.
enough up yet.
You're still low
Okay,
enough
gotcha.
that it's fairly green at this point. You've really only been about an hour into your climb, and you are going through these little switchback kind of paths in the road.
Right.
And let's go ahead and get how you're kind of positioned. So go ahead and move yourselves around a little bit. You're moving kind of west to east in this particular part because it's kind of doubled back a little bit. I know in general you're going east to west, but for the moment you're going west to east just based on this particular hill, following the road. So if you all would move your characters into the positions.
I can't even move the map.
We're paused.
Oh, how about I
Never
unpause the
paused.
game?
Oh, that's my.
We're putting Nutrid out in front.
I think that's the case.
All right, I'll
We
move to
wanted
kind of
him
the
in
middle.
smashing range.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Oh, those are the edges of the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are behind us.
Is that how deep is that vegetation? Is that just
It's not very deep. Those are shrubs and
grass?
brush and so forth. Yeah.
Okay.
Highland scrub.
So you kind of see in the image that you're kind of going up and back, little switchbacks trying to get up a particular hill here, and do a little.
There we go.
All right. Well then.
So Ray, are you going to move out to the my right? I think isn't that Conry's out to the left, right?
Yep.
So, are we in good position as to how you guys are kind of traveling down the road?
And we
Yeah,
haven't
Ray-
seen or heard anything up to this point that would make us.
No.
Okay.
So you're in
So Ray,
this is your standard travel arrangement, right?
We got birds in the sky and
Yes.
normal noises and all that. Right?
So I'll give you some context here. So as you're starting to climb into the mountains, the road is winding.
I kill it.
That's very helpful, Brad.
What did he say?
He says, "I kill it."
I kill that too.
That's why he's in front.
Yeah.
You smell the hint of smoke, and let's have a perception roll.
Is it ribs?
Yeah. Are we talking
Perception from everybody?
Yes, let's see what your perception roll is, and I'll tell you if it's ribs. Ray, you don't think it's
They're
ribs?
but they're human ribs.
Who do I need
Hold on.
here? I need
Me,
Connor.
Matt.
I think
perception.
our senses are dulled from that stay in the inn.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, Matt. You can't be sure. You think you might have heard voices on the wind.
Human voices.
Can't be sure.
Can I use my divine sense?
You can. Its range is rather limited, but yes. So if you want to see
I
if
could tell him if he's in trouble.
you get
Probably,
a certain number of those a day, you realize that, right?
I do, but I mean, I don't think I would use it all that much anyway.
So the sound of the voice, it doesn't sound like somebody who's trying to be quiet.
You just caught a glimpse of maybe the piece of some kind of distant voice. You really get no more context than that.
Do I know direction in front of us?
Up the hill in front of you somewhere.
But not up the cliff. Not on the up. In other words, where they can get a position on us. They have the high ground.
Everything in front of you has the high ground.
Yes, Anakin, they have the high ground.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I was going to make some quip about that. Okay, guys, I heard something. I can't discern whether it's human, what it's speaking. I can just hear voices, not in my head. Up ahead.
If you're going to use divine sense, you can subtract one of your pools.
Okay. Should I go ahead and roll it?
There is no roll. It happens. Just let me know if you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I need to figure out again where I subtracted. Is it under?
It's under attributes. Kind of at the top, you see lay on hands, and then divine sense 4 or 4. on the right, kind of above the middle.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I do see a divine sense. So do I subtract it
Yeah, just take that.
instead of
No,
4?
it'd be 3.
So I get 4 every.
Long rest.
Long rest,
I do
probably.
a long rest. Okay. All right. Got it.
All right, you focus and concentrate for a minute, reach out and feel everything going on around you, and you don't sense anything evil within your sensory range.
Okay. Well, do we wants to lead the way and check this thing out?
Well, let's
We could
keep
kill it.
cautiously moving forward until we get sight of something.
Yeah.
But we'll try and stay quiet.
So,
Or we could kill it.
Well, that's the plan. But
Yeah.
we have to get to it
So
first.
we can kill it.
so Brad, you lead the way. You're not in combat, so you can move as far as you want. I'll back you up if you encounter something where you've gone too far.
You,
And
you
then-
might move stealthily.
I would recommend stealth at this point.
I always move stealthily.
Are we all moving forward or just Brad?
Well, all right.
I'll
So,
move it forward.
I'm going to stay off to his left flank.
are you
do we-
all
do
going
we
into?
need-
Are you all going into
I'm going
stealth?
to go
Or,
in stealth mode. Yeah, I'm going to go in stealth.
I'm going to go in
do
stealth.
we need stealth
absolutely.
mode? Do we need stealth rolls?
yes, you do.
Oh,
You-
shit.
So you step on
I
a
don't know how
stick.
stealthy I am.
I
in-
have no inspiration points, so, you know.
You step on a
Hmm.
stick, and you make a nice large snap of a stick.
I'm going to drop to the prone.
Are you seriously?
Raised.
Yeah, I'll drop prone.
All right. Update your. You can just move him there, Mike.
I'll crouch down. Okay, I'll
Okay.
crouch down.
Fair enough. All right. Still nothing to note.
Keep moving forward in formation.
Yeah.
Do I get
Except
to
for the
reroll?
You do stealth again.
Hush. I'm having
Come on,
zoom
Uhtred.
out.
You put that in the background? Is that in the background? Sounds like they're
Those
speaking
crows.
Japanese.
I didn't hear Japanese.
Hey, Connery,
Birds.
are you okay? You
Yeah,
stubbed your
yeah,
toe?
yeah.
Man, he is
Okay.
so noisy. He threw himself to the ground and made all that noise.
Yeah.
All right. Still nothing to note.
Keep moving forward, I guess.
I'm gonna zoom out again here. Almost out of screen.
If
Well, you know you can
you roll
right
your
click.
mouse, right click will move the map, and roll out will zoom in and out.
All right, you reach the round of a bend, and it's about to switch back the other direction. Let's have another round of perception rolls.
We need to have is that Connery get up on that switchback cliff and look on the other side before we go around.
Do another round of perception, please. I got Ray. I got Uhtred. Synthon.
That's pretty fucking perceptive, I gotta say.
So, Synthon, Uhtred, once again, there are voices on the wind. You think it's common tongue. You catch at least some some words that suggest it's common tongue, conversation, coming from somewhere up ahead. And the smell,
Okay.
the smell of smoke seems to be getting a bit more pronounced as well.
I think probably I'll let the paladin lead here, because if an orc comes walking down the road with the troubles that are going on,
I can go ahead. I can take lead.
we can quickly get off on the wrong foot. As much as I like to kill things.
Well, all right. Do we want to have like Ray maybe go up onto that above on the switchback and kind of look down? I guess we're moving. Who's taking the lead? Is that Henry?
Yeah, you didn't hear me? I said I could take the lead if you want.
Okay.
Well,
it'd
I
be
was
good,
thinking the
probably.
paladin.
I'll follow up behind you.
But we've got
I was
Ray
thinking
is
the paladin
away.
because he's got more charisma. So, you know, in a strange encounter on the open road there, you send your most charming guy forward, I'm thinking.
Conry's
Plus, he's got the best suit of armor, right?
Yeah. I don't know what.
With his armor and shield, he's nigh invincible.
Yeah.
So I do just. So I don't have my shield active right now.
All right, so let's go to
I've
inventory.
actually got two. I've got two weapons.
Is that the way you're going to be?
Yeah,
I've got my bow out.
I'll stay that way for now. I think I've got my mace and longsword.
All right, so without your shield, adjust your armor class down to 17.
I was going to say you might want to go ahead and get your shield out.
This pick.
I'm gonna try with that. I get that dual weapon attack. It's actually pretty sweet. Yeah, remember, there's an advantage.
Remember your fighting style. You get
Is
advantages
dueling.
to damage with a single weapon. You do more
right,
damage.
but I don't think it's as do more damage. But I think the dual strike is almost more powerful than the two weapon strike is almost, to me, more powerful than the advantage of the dueling. But give it a go. So yeah, I reduced. What's that, Brad?
I said I don't
Okay,
think we're
so
going
anyway,
to
yeah,
fight.
So I've reduced my armor class down to 17.
Okay.
And I guess I'll move forward.
All right. You guys can keep going. I'll stop you when something relevant happens.
Uthred's falling behind.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to switch sides over here.
So if you switch from a weapon to a shield or you activate something, does that take a turn when you're in battle?
When you're in battle, so equipping an item or stowing an item is a bonus action, one or the other. You can drop an item as a free action, but obviously you can't.
I could drop in. So could I attack with both weapons and then as a bonus action, no, I guess I can do that because that is a bonus action. You're only allowed one bonus action, right?
Yeah, you get one bonus action. Now, what we've said is if you choose to, you can also use 10 feet of movement to either draw a weapon or stow a weapon. So basically, you would move slower as you change equipment.
Okay.
All right, let's hold there, Conry. Everyone fall in position relative to where Conry is. And let's have another round of perception rolls.
I didn't know if I was lagging or if I was now the point man.
No, I think everybody else is lagging.
All right, these are
I
some
think
nice
I got
rolls.
a nat 20.
Did.
That's a D6, is it?
Yes, please. All right.
Ooh.
I got a 26.
Got a 26. All right, Synthon, Uhtred, position yourself relative to where Conry is.
I was going to say, I was going to say move.
So, Conry, Synthon, you definitely hear multiple voices going back and forth. You pick up some words. They are in common tongue. You can't make out whole phrases or sentences. There's still a bit of distance and whatever it is it's from. It's clearly coming from up higher on one of those switchbacks.
Are they in distress, or is this normal conversation?
Well, hang on. Let me fill in Ray. Ray, you actually pick up some words and some phrases. Let me deafen some people real quick. That work? So you hear two phrases that come through clearly carried on the wind. You hear, "I saw her first," and "I'm going to sell her."
I killed them.
It's like a human trafficking ring.
Okay, so I think you only deafened Matt.
Oh shoot! All right.
What?
That's what I was saying, Howard. I said I could hear you.
I knew I was paranoid for no reason.
So I'm
It doesn't
gonna
matter. The reaction
get the
is
group's
same.
attention and then quietly whisper, slavers.
All right. Let's have stealth on that.
Oh, I'd like to roll a saving throw versus anger.
All right.
What do we need? What did you say we need?
I think it was just for me because I'm telling the group. I'm letting you guys know that there's slavers up ahead and a woman needs help.
I need stealth from everyone else, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Where's Uhtred?
He's right there. He's on your
he's
left
behind
shoulder.
me.
Party time. Excellent.
Okay. Uhtred, did you give me a...
It's on the way.
All right.
That looks like some good rolls, Howard.
I hope that's not additive.
Yeah.
The talking suddenly stops.
It's 4D20. It's 4D20. Oh, shit.
The talking stops.
Ah, damn it. I heard somebody.
Guessing it was Synthon.
Well, it
clanging
says
around.
4D20. That could be 4D20 for a perception roll.
There's 4 of them.
4 of them.
Yeah, but they get it. Their individual rolls were crappy.
All right, well, let's go kill him.
Yeah.
Let's. Do you want to? One of us to go up ahead.
Well,
Talk
I
to
can start
them.
shooting them from a distance, but it might endanger the woman.
Yeah. We gotta get eyes on the situation. I'll copy over.
Howard keeps using his cloak of invisibility.
Yep.
We send the monk up ahead and maybe cover him with some distance weapons, and I'll kind of be waiting around the corner here. Uhtred,
But they might kill the woman who they have easily within reach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Just because they see a monk?
Yeah.
I know what those things can do.
Yeah, but I'm just a monk. I'm just a monk. I could be a peaceful
outside
monk.
of Ray, the monk's probably the least threatening.
Yeah.
Too late.
I don't know, man. I think I have the highest body count.
Yeah. We don't have any targets yet.
They're higher up.
I know. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Oh, can we move up? Is that all right?
Can you? Well,
You can keep. I'll stop you if something relevant happens.
All right.
Scene change, Howard.
Yeah. Can we get the immigrant song or something? That'd be awesome.
That's for when the fighting starts.
Or of Wolf and Man. That'd be right. Oh shit! I got
hold there.
Crouch down.
All right, Matt. I'm going to need a stealth roll, please.
Another one. I had such a good stealth roll.
It was counterbalanced by such a bad one.
Right.
It could be that large group behind you. Okay.
Right.
Where is Conry? I don't even see.
He's
him.
up ahead.
That's right. You don't see me anymore.
You're so stealthy.
What is that?
Scooting around the corner, I guess. Okay.
So Matt, from your position,
Uh-huh.
you do see a figure.
Human.
Human.
Say again.
There
Oh, is he doing that? Oh, we're gonna have a good
cracking his
day.
knuckle.
We're gonna have a good day. Approach him in a very
Measure him for the coffin.
unthreatening manner. This will be fun.
Do we need to move in relation to Connery?
Yeah, please set your positions relative to Connery.
Better
Do we want to make ourselves known?
pointing things out before I make you eat them.
So we're all moving out to be visible by.
Be relative.
All right, Ray.
Oh no! Let me assess this
Ray,
in here.
can I get a stealth roll, please?
Hey, why do we have to have that guy up twice? Is there more than one of him?
I don't have to have him up
Shit.
twice.
I'm just joking. Time to ridicule the thief there, right? Oh, the troubleshooter.
Where do I see the woman yet?
Brad, is Uhtred in position where he's going to be relative to? All right, Synthon, I need a stealth roll. So it's relevant. What you see is what you see.
I know, but they're all just red figures.
I know. What you see is what you see.
How do I twirl around to see where my compadres are? What was it?
It's shift mouse wheel.
There we go. No, it's not.
All right. So
Uhtred is all the way back there. What's going on with this?
If hung us out to
I'm
dry
having
again.
I'm having trouble keeping up with the scene here.
I got you.
The fighters left us in the front again.
All right. So you all can now see that guy. Whoa! Back up. So this guy yells out, "Oi, who goes there?"
Well, I think I'm stealthy, so I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So is he like in my direction speaking? What is he? Because
Yeah.
I was stealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is a paladin wearing shiny silver armor right behind you, though.
Oh, I got you. So maybe he should speak. Although a Justicar might not be
just the wrong way to silhouette you in the halo of light.
Yeah. Well met, traveler. I am not a Justicar. I will not try to kill you.
Sure, he's radiating holy energy, but pay no mind.
Ah.
Bright light behind me.
Are you stepping? Are you stepping up?
Stepping up. Greetings. Who are you? What is your business? We are headed towards Silvery Moon.
All right, roll.
Can I move?
Roll persuasion on that. Tell me if you're going to move from now on.
Okay. But I clearly feel he's focused on the paladin, correct?
He is focused on the paladin.
Oh, there's some good persuasion.
He puts his hands on the hilt of his blade and says, "Get out of here, be gone. We got no business with you."
Oh shit. Okay.
Take it easy. We're just passing through.
Here, so you can now see that as well. He's like, well, very well. So pass through then. You had no business here.
Our business is passing through, so we will pass through.
I'm going to the entrance.
So he points over your shoulder. He said, well, the road's that way. On your way then.
Okay.
I kill him.
So I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do.
He's already starting to rage.
I use him as a melee weapon.
Right.
All that metal would do a lot of damage.
So I'll communicate to him. I just wonder if I should pass through without notifying him of the party or let him know.
Well, Synthon's deciding what to say, Howard. Can I do a perception roll to see if I can find this woman that they were talking about?
Yeah, roll perception. There is a campfire. There's a couple tents. Okay.
Can I?
Other than the four figures that are there, the two tents and a campfire, you don't see anything that suggests there's anyone else there.
I'm gonna let him know that I have one friend with me.
All right. Let's see here.
But
he kind of looks over your shoulder to see. Oh boy! All right. Never mind. What's that for, Matt?
I said, can I roll perception? I thought you said yes.
Oh, all right. What are you trying to perceive?
I want to see if I can figure out where the other person is.
All right. So you catch one of the guys by the campfire, kind of glance at one of the other guys who's holding a sack that's moving.
Yeah, it's time.
How large
Let's
is the
go
sack?
I don't know.
Young female size?
Halfling size?
It's probably big enough that you could put maybe a medium-sized dog in it.
So, halfling size?
Maybe.
Elven size if you knock their legs off first.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Which man is holding the sack? Which one is holding the sack?
the one by the fire on your left.
So this guy right here?
And I can't see any of that.
You're
This
not
guy's
far,
around.
you're not far enough up.
Yeah, far enough.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Can they only see me at this point, or can they see Conry also?
You don't know what they can see.
All right. Well,
The
I'm gonna
guys-
let them know that I have I'm gonna let them know that I have a monk friend with me, and we're gonna be passing through. And then
He says, "Well,
I'm hoping
road's
that
the road's behind you. On your way, then." And he's
behind
now,
me.
yeah, the road is behind you. You've stepped off the road. Their camp is kind of off the road here. So the road,
right.
the road actually leads off map to what would be
Okay,
your
well, all right,
northeast.
We'll go back and we'll fall back and we'll have a discussion. We'll start heading back the other way and then kind of get around the bend here and
All right, so
have a discussion about what our plan is.
No, screw that. Let's just ask him what's in the bag.
Yeah. Sir, do you have a
What you
moment
got
to
in
talk
this
about
Well, I mean, we
Lord
might
and
as well, I
Savior?
mean, at that point, we might as well just attack them.
Wait, no.
I don't know why you only told me you only had one friend, because I'm about to make you a liar.
Yeah. Sir, do you have a moment to talk about your Lord and Savior?
I mean, if you just want to do a brunt all-out attack, we can. I thought we'd come up with a better plan, but
Well, I mean, we don't have to attack them if they tell
All
us
right,
what's in
Who's
the
their
sack.
who's their obvious leader? Is it the first guy you put up?
I think it's
Uh,
probably
It's a
the one
dog or
that's real
something.
fancy.
roll insight.
All right.
If you had to guess, it's actually the one closest to you.
Okay. I'll just start walking towards him in a very unassuming manner, having my arms inside my robe.
All right. It's
And in a very,
Non-threatening way.
yeah, in a very non-threatening way. I don't know how threatening a monk looks. I don't know.
well.
This is why you get killed all the time.
Let's dance. They reach for their weapons. Roll initiative.
Okay. Oh shit!
That one hurts.
Hopefully that wasn't that guy. Oh shit!
Synthon and Uthrid?
Where's initiative at?
So it's the
Combat
little
tab?
upper right.
little fist icon.
Oh, yeah. How
Nice.
about that? +2.
Why am I not seeing it?
Uthrid?
Hold on.
Who rolled that? Oh, Synthon.
Synthon, he rolled really, really well.
That wasn't me. I hit the button.
No, that's you.
That sucks. I thought that was my 20.
All right, Ray, you stole initiative. It looks like they're fixing the fight. They're drawing their weapons.
I am going to hold my action until I can get a sneak attack in, or unless you tell me that I can now. If I'm hidden, I can.
You wouldn't really know that until you attacked, if they detect you or not.
All right, then I'll hold my attack and wait for them to be in melee.
Fair enough. You're holding action for a melee engagement.
Yep. That
All right.
way I can shoot and be sure to get a sneak attack.
Thank you.
So the first one to act is the bandit on the back right. Since the paladin seems to be the most obvious target, that's where he directs his light crossbow.
I didn't even want to fight. I'm falling back. I'm going to let these guys who actually wanted to start this fight it out.
Well, you're the big shiny target, so they picked on you. So he pulls out a light crossbow and fires a bolt in your direction, and it goes whistling by harmlessly. And that rolls to your turn there, Synthon.
All right, I'm going to say I apologize for my hot-headed friends. I'm getting out of here.
Sorry about that. Dog was barking at the neighbor for raking. Okay, where did we get?
It's Synthon's turn. He's apologizing to the bandits and is withdrawing.
Oh.
All right. Roll persuasion. All right, they hesitate and say, "Be gone with you." I guess I could pause the battle music.
Okay, I'm going to fall back. I'll fall back a little bit.
Okay.
I'm done.
I didn't see where he went. Hold on.
All right. The bandits seem to be taking note for their action. Uhtred?
I'm going to ask them what's in the bag.
All right. Roll persuasion.
This is not going to...
At disadvantage because you're a half-breed.
Ow.
Well, that's like -2, I think. -1.
Can I get a D6, please?
Combat's back on.
Hold on.
Can I get another D6, please? I think it's irrelevant. They attack.
They are so good to attack.
Your mention of the sack has royally enraged them. Conry, you're going to get the act before they do anything further.
Really?
Your turn.
Okay.
So that was
But
my
I think it's
whole turn.
pretty clear by their body language that they are
Yeah.
instantly aggressive again.
You have Brad. You have movement and bonus action. Your action was to talk to them.
And I'm going to put myself. I want to put myself between him and the other guy, and I'm going to
Okay, hold on. So
this guy's life.
I
Hold
have
on.
movement. You said
You have movement in your bonus action, and a reaction if it comes
how
up.
far? 30 feet.
30 feet for normal movement. Yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Dang it. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just attack.
I'm gonna move up next to the monk there.
Okay.
Did that hit?
You're rolling 2 attacks here.
Yep.
Those both will hit.
Okay.
The monk opens up with what are you doing there, Matt?
I'm going to change his features. We're going to do a little plastic surgery. I'm going to grab him and basically do some kind of pressure point deal and then smash him in the face.
Okay. I need 2 damage dice. Where'd that damage go? It went there.
Do you want another one?
No, I had to apply it to the right.
Okay.
All right. The monk steps up and waylays on the nearest bandit.
Did you hear me that I grappled him?
Oh. Okay.
I grab a hold of him, do a pressure point, and then smash him in the face.
You attempt to grapple him. If you attempt to grapple him, you're not going to do the damage.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Well, that's why I said pressure point, because I figured that's damage.
So are you attacking to do damage?
Isn't a grapple.
Are you attacking to do damage, or are you attacking to grapple?
If I grapple him, he will not be able to strike, right?
He'll be at disadvantage because he's held.
Okay, that'd be fine. So my first attack would be grapple, second attack would be damage, so remove the 4.
Right.
My held action.
Yeah, you'll get your held action.
Oh.
All right. You try to grapple him, but he's too strong. Breaks free.
I'm not using dex for that.
Well, you were able to land the attack. He was able to break free.
Okay. Does that use his action?
That's a reaction.
He already went.
Because, yeah, you have to use an action to break free of a grapple.
Hang on.
That's right. An escape.
Okay, fair enough. You grapple him. We'll deal with the disposition of that on his next turn.
Okay.
Um,
But he's still going to have to use an action to break free.
Ray,
Right.
Okay.
your held action.
So I need to know if I'm rolling at advantage or not.
What's the feature of? No, you. Why would you roll at advantage?
He's grappled, and I might be hiding.
Okay, yeah, he's grappled. So yes, roll at advantage. I assume you're attacking the one in melee.
Yes, that was my held
Alright.
action.
And you're shooting an arrow into him. All right, arrow goes over the half orc, lands into the thug, and he
Wrong one. Sorry.
he's
There we
I
go.
was like, wait a minute. The oil flask was a surprise.
Sorry. It's right next to my sneak attack. So 8 points.
He slumps over as the arrow strikes. I assume Matt lets go of his grapple.
You're grappling a dead man.
I'm going to throw him over the edge of the cliff
That'll be an action.
and smile.
That will be an
That's an
action if you're going to do.
I don't know. Dramatic effect.
All right.
Nani? You're already dead. Alright, so thug and thug.
So
All
that
right,
was
so-
probably the leader. Now, do you want to rethink your life?
Let's talk about your life choices.
Yeah.
The guy in front
Now what's in the bag?
pulls a heavy crossbow and shoots at the half orc.
Yes. Who does?
The guy in front.
Ah!
He
Turn it off.
he does not do very good with his crossbow. The guy next to the fire also has a heavy crossbow. Gonna also fire at the half orc.
Which guy?
They don't
is
like
this?
the guy by the fire
He's
on the
scary.
left.
On my left?
Yeah. Oh. Brad, is an 18 good enough to hit Uhtred?
Yeah.
Uhtred catches a crossbow bolt. With 3 points of damage. He's not enraged yet, right? So all 3 of that goes.
And I
Right.
should put that on. Which sheet should I put that on?
Do everything in the
Foundry
game.
sheet, right?
Yeah, do everything in the
Okay.
Foundry, and then, in fact, hit points should only be in Foundry. Temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Really, what
Okay.
D&D Beyond is maintain your inventory, maintain your experience points. Those
And
are the 2
reference,
things.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, notes that you want to. All right, that's the end of round 1. Ray, top of the order.
I'm going to move, but otherwise hold my action for an opportune moment to shoot an arrow at somebody.
Okay, you're not being stealthy, are you?
Preferably waiting for it in melee so I can get a sneak attack.
All right, you're holding for sneak attack engagement. This
Yep.
bandit back here, having fired his crossbow, drops it, pulls a longsword as a bonus action, and steps to Conry.
Do I get any attack of opportunity or anything? Is he
No.
stepping up to me now?
Nope.
Okay. But if I move past him, he gets an attack of opportunity, correct?
Yes.
Unless I can
Any-
do like step of the wind.
Yes. He swings a scimitar.
Wait, oh, he has initiative over me.
He does have initiative. But he is in melee, so that triggers my held action.
Yeah, it will. Is 15 good enough to hit Conry?
Does the tie go to me or him?
Him?
Yeah,
All right.
that's good enough. Unless I can use step of the wind at this point.
He slashes you for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
I am going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Got to make sure I hit.
All right.
So that hits. And I what I do is to get beyond them, because I'm inspired, I actually just shoot up, and the wind catches it and just right into his neck. It's an up and over ballistic shot.
All right. An arrow with flare. It lands in his shoulder, sinks deep into his body. He slumps over, apparently dead.
That's the guy in front of me. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Synthon, the game is afoot.
Okay. It's obvious my attempts at diplomacy or coming up with any plan other than charge kill is not working.
This is diplomacy in force.
So I guess I will move forward and try to bail these guys out.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Come on.
All right, so
attacked us
I got
first.
movement at 30.
So far. Our KD is already 2 zip.
So pretty much that's all I can do is move up, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Unless you get a spell.
Spell? How far is there? What's the distance on a spell? Does it depend on the spell?
Does depend on the spell. You have prepared.
Got
Heroism.
Why don't I bless my fellow my hot-headed comrades, and I can bless up to 3 creatures
Within 30 feet, yeah.
and within 30 feet. Are they all in 30 feet?
You may try. I'll be right back.
Oops.
Yep.
2020. Is there somebody behind me?
Me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's
You're all in 30
25
feet.
feet.
Okay. So I'll okay. I'll bless the lot of you.
Oh, you filthy sinners.
Yeah, I am not lawful, but I am not down with slavers.
Yeah, no.
Do we know they're slavers?
I will
Yeah,
not
but-
abide such things.
I did tell you that.
How do you know?
They said that they were going to... well, I didn't have a chance to say it in the game, but they said that they were going to sell the girl.
No, you said it in the game.
Well, I said they were slavers.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you said there were slavers up ahead.
Yeah.
And
Specifically,
I'm assuming
what
that if you were to say there's slavers up ahead, that you have a good reason.
yes, and I was
All right,
saying
so
was
I don't know
explaining
about-
the reason I said that they were slavers was because they said they were going to sell a person.
Yeah.
All right. So
and I really don't care what the object of their sale is. That's a slaver, and that is against my very libertarian
it
ideals.
It could just be a dog in the bag, which is why I asked what was in the
that
bag.
speaks
because
common,
they
right?
attacked us. So, I mean, it's not like we attacked them.
So the paladin is blessing everyone.
Yeah.
Since we have no available
filthy
first-
sinners.
So use your spell action.
Okay. It says you have no available first level spell slots, which you cast bless.
Yeah, that's not correct. Here,
Let's go ahead and cast then.
there. Reset your divine sense back to 3 because you had no damage. All right, try it now. All right, so
Did it roll? Oh yeah.
We didn't see anything. Oh, this guy! I'm going to take this guy off the screen. He's
so
a
the
crumpled
bless
mess.
lasts for 1 minute.
There's no roll behind that, right? It's just a cast.
No, you just cast it. So who are your named targets?
You mean
name yourself. You can name three targets of the blessing.
Well, since Ray,
and you can name yourself as one of those three if you wish.
No, I'll name the other three.
All right. So the paladin steps up and says a blessing. Three of you now get to add a D4.
To an attack roll or saving throw.
Attack rolls and saving throws from now on.
And how long does that last?
1 minute.
What's a minute in this time?
Turn?
Not literally a minute.
10 rounds. So the round's about 6 seconds.
These guys will be dead before that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this won't last very long.
All right, Uhtred, you're now blessed, and you have an action.
The blessed orc will step forth and allow you to see your maker.
Instruments of divine retribution.
I'm going to arrange a meeting with your maker. How copy over?
I can't get the ruler to turn off. I guess it
The what?
doesn't matter, right? All I got to do is hit the space bar.
All right, you step to the nearest bandit, thug, whatever.
I'm gonna do rage.
All right, gauge your rage, please.
Tap into your inner beast.
Oh, look, Ray's got a blessing icon.
Nice. What is your jump distance? Where do I find that?
Okay, I'm trying to use my reckless attack.
Okay.
I guess there's no.
You just declare it, which
Okay,
means,
all right.
golly, you did a few of those, didn't you? All right, sorry. Let's try this again. So reckless attack means
Wait,
You
you
roll
want
with it.
me to fill that in?
you roll with advantage now on your attack. What are you doing, battle axe?
Yes.
Roll that with advantage.
Oops. Didn't have the chat up.
It's gonna hit.
Now, did I get a critical hit out of that?
No. Alright. Half-orc steps up with his big battle axe. Slashes down into the thug. Alright, anything else, sir?
So what did that blessing get him?
It would have gotten him an extra D4 to hit. He didn't need it. He hit anyway.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
No.
Alright. Connery,
Yeah.
your action.
Hold on.
Across his nose, not up it.
Okay, so the guy standing next to the fire holding the bag, is he still holding the bag?
Yes.
All right. I run 20 feet, jump into the air, and do a jumping or a flying kick to his face.
Okay.
So no one's gonna send me some inspiration points.
Well, we'll see if you hit it.
I think you're not allowed to
for this attack.
You need. I think soliciting inspiration points is
that would give me an inspiration point right there. Yeah, like and subscribe and comment. That's what I think ought to happen.
Oh, now he's appealing to the audience.
That's right.
All right, so
Yes.
you're now here, correct?
You're inspiration points. We should get extra.
Did that make it?
Does that make it? After all of that, yes, that's going to hit.
All right.
So the monk does a flying side kick to the side of the head of Thug. Are you doing a second attack?
Yep, and when I come down, I'm going to grab him around the neck and try and snap his neck.
Oddly specific. Okay.
You're studying Max Stride or Aikido again, Matt?
Yes, that is right. So I come down, grabbing him by the neck, and try and snap his neck and kind of give him a suplex onto the ground. There we go.
All right. Well, you wrench his neck, but you don't knock him prone or actually snap the neck. You do some damage. All right. Very good. All right. The thug next to Uhtred is going to swing his scimitar.
Oh, and I wanted to end up right here. Sorry. I wanted to end up kind of to his my right a little bit.
All right. He's going to swing both a mace and a dagger at Uhtred. With what appears to be some level of futility.
He flails around.
He's intimidated by the rage.
Similarly, the thug that Conry tried to snap the neck of will do a very similar attack set. Uh-oh.
That hurt more than he thought.
I think that did snap his neck. I'm sorry. Dislocated his neck.
Does that mean he hit himself with his mace?
No, he did swing wildly and drop his mace, though, so now he's single weaponed. He did, however, stick the dagger into Conry. For 6 points of damage.
Is he not holding the bag anymore?
No.
He had a mace in one hand and a knife in another.
He had to drop the bag to draw his dagger.
Does that blessing give a saving throw?
Yeah, could I? Yeah, could
It's
I?
not a saving throw.
You haven't made a saving throw.
He's gonna need the saving throw.
Save versus death.
Ray, top of the order.
Let's see.
Please don't kill him. I want to stab him with his own knife.
Okay. I'm gonna move, and then I will pop the target on Uhtred.
Okay. Because he's engaged in.
Because he's engaged.
You'll get a sneak attack damage bonus, right? That is going to hit.
Deep.
$10 points.
All right. He sinks a nasty arrow into the side of the thug next to Uhtred. All right, Synthon. Gonna try some more diplomacy.
Yes.
I'm still working on it.
Come on, guys, let's not be hasty
You
here.
accepted the Lord Justicar as your savior.
Hey,
Wait,
man.
wait, wait.
Hey, man.
All right, I'll do a.
How about you
Brother.
face the thug for me?
I move. No.
He's just
Okay.
gonna reach out and sideswipe him.
Ask him for a final confession and give him his last rites, please.
It's like Assassin's Creed.
I'll give him his last rites and attack him.
All right.
Spiritus Sanctus.
One of those is necessary. That is going to hit.
You know, Matt, you're gonna feel really bad if you don't manage to sink him on your next turn.
I will.
right, so-
I will feel really bad.
It's
Especially if you get shanked.
You're doing two weapon fighting here, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a bonus attack if he's not already dead.
Well, hang on, because I have to adjust the damage because it's automatically applying your style bonus. So instead of 9, he's going to take 7.
All right. Right.
Okay. He's not going to be dead.
All right, well, then I'll hit him with the mace.
Ace to the face.
Mace to the face.
You're blessed.
I hit him with the incense burner.
It's like I get +4 right on the. Okay, is it automatically giving me that blessing?
It is not.
You didn't bless yourself.
You didn't bless yourself.
Right.
Blessed,
Oh, you're right. I did not. Sorry.
and I didn't see a +3 for me.
You didn't need it.
You didn't need it. That's going to hit with the mace.
Okay. Oh yeah,
All right.
6.
he's dead.
Slap him upside the head with a mace, and he sinks to the ground. Which one's that? It's that one, right?
It took him too long to rethink his life.
I'm gonna bail you guys out again.
Uhtred, the paladin steps up and kills your target.
Ooh.
Say thank you, Uhtred.
Oh, come on. No. This one's
Thank
mine.
you, Richard.
I look at him and I say, this one's mine.
He's raging. He
You're
don't
gonna
care.
kill him? If you're gonna kill him, I'll leave him.
Hold your action.
Can I do that? Can I wait and let Conry attack?
I could just
You
see
can-
the monk go, come on, guys!
All right, you can step 2 and hold your action. What's your trigger event? What are you holding for?
He's still alive after Conry attacks.
Okay, fair enough. The half-orc's holding action. Conry.
Okay.
You're use it or lose it moment, Conry.
Right? So I grab the blade that he has sunk down into me and do a pressure point and take that weapon. Do I need to grapple or can I just what do I need to do here?
You're gonna have to grapple. So you're gonna try to pull the knife out of you and stick it back into him. Is that what you're doing?
With his hand still attached to it, yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a key point to do all this because I'm going to get 2 more attacks after this. What I need
All
to do, roll inspiration point. What is this?
All right. So so you grab the knife. Let's do an opposed.
With his hand still in it. Yeah.
Let's do an opposed roll here.
Don't forget
Athletics
that
for
you get a plus D4 or whatever it was for blessing.
that's on saving throws and attacks, right?
Yeah, he's attacking, right?
Well, we have to do.
So it would be a 25 then? Okay.
Well, you managed to grab the dagger. I'm seeing if you can
Am I
actually.
rolling my dex? Am I rolling my
Well-
dex since this is martial arts?
No, I need you to roll an athletics check to see if you can
athletics check.
pull off this maneuver.
I see.
Oh, all right. Roll
Does-
d6.
Does that work?
Roll d6, please.
With a slash R D6.
All right. Find his dagger. You managed to
And
quickly pull it out of you and stick it in him.
copious amounts of times.
That's inspiring.
Where's that? I know it's a thing where I'll get 2 more attacks.
Well,
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Okay,
Where's the
let's.
flurry of blows? Is it under effects? What is it under?
Okay, you stick the
Class
knife in.
features.
You have 2 more attacks.
Okay. At normal. Oh, come on.
Can I get a d6,
Inspiration
please?
Point blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. That's
I know.
technically a 5.
give me a d6 and a d4, please. You haven't fumbled yet. Okay. Okay. You swing wildly, but no
Dang
adverse
it! This
impacts.
should have been. This should have been cinematic.
You still have your
Uthred's going to have to clean up your mess.
third
isn't he?
attack. There you go. That's gonna hit.
We'll drive this in like 6-inch punch style.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Of course. Come on.
Oh.
Need some cinematics
All right.
here.
You do
The
to
problem, Matt, is that you're not the main character.
Yeah, that's right.
you do a fair bit of damage, but it's not gonna be enough to put him down. Uhtred, your held action.
Show him how it's done, Uhtred.
It's just normal or reckless.
I don't think it matters.
Well, I didn't say anything, so I guess just normal.
All right, well that's gonna hit. You don't need your blessing. Actually, roll your blessing.
What? How do I do that?
D4.
Slash roll d4. Slash RD4.
And that doesn't count for damage either, right?
Well, if you can get a high enough to hit roll here.
In other words, that wouldn't have counted for my damage.
24.
Yeah, that's gonna be critical.
Uthred just does a king shark and rips him in half.
All right, Uhtred, roll critical damage, please. Oh, good glory! All right, wait for it, guys. I'm getting out the special effects,
Nom nom.
and we have the special effects. All right, Uhtred, do you want to describe in graphic detail what just happened?
I split him in half with my axe.
I'm still holding half of him. Okay.
from cranium to crotch.
All right, there is a fair bit of gore all over the place. The guy quite clearly is dead.
So
that's
dead.
how we do. That's how we do
So dead.
diplomacy, children.
So I'm going to call out to check the sack since they're closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
no, that was
I'm actually going to use or try to use medicine to see if any of these guys can be stabilized.
You're gonna try to.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to keep one alive.
Yes.
I'm going to try and keep all of them alive if I can.
All right.
well, this one's not coming back.
I
The
don't
one
think
that you could split in half.
I'm pretty sure the one by the campfire is beyond repair.
Well,
He's
not really a person anymore, is he?
Together again.
Okay.
So I'm checking the sack. What's in the sack?
Give me a second here.
it better be a person.
let's secure the site. Make sure that we don't have any more.
Probably not possible.
I think that they would have come out by now.
And after that last one, I think
Hey,
they'd run
Connery,
away.
help me stabilize them.
Sure.
All right. Give me a medicine roll.
All right.
The two guys with arrows. All right. You think the thug, which is the guy furthest right, think you're able to stabilize him so he's not bleeding out.
So we're keeping them alive to just question them? Is that the thought?
Yeah, we're gonna. Find out
If they're
there's any more.
slavers, there's probably a bounty on their head.
That and find out if there's any more.
Can I lay hands on
Yes.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can now. He's stabilized.
Well, you could have,
Find out if
even
there's
before he
any
was
more.
stabilized, magic healing will automatically stabilize a target.
We don't want them too healthy. We don't want to start the fight again.
Yeah.
All right. Although I'm pretty sure we could
Find him, please.
subdue
Do you
them.
have any-
Yeah, I've got rope.
Hang on, I do need to do one thing real quick, because he should have been making a couple of death saving throws along the way.
Sure.
This is within the first round, so he didn't even get up to the
No,
second
this is
round.
like the second or third.
Is it?
For a while, I was dropping a person each turn.
Okay. No, I got you. We want to find out if there's more slavers and if there's a larger camp. I'd say you made it. Oof.
All right. All right, Ray. Administers first aid to one of the thugs.
Was I
Synthon,
able to
did
get
you,
one of them?
which one are you doing?
Well, I just rolled a 15. I didn't know which one was alive. Whichever one was.
I
able
thought
to be,
Ray asked you to help him with the one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Whatever one. That's fine.
Synthon, did you lay on hands or?
I have not. So
All he needs is one hit point.
So do we want to just keep on working on the one guy? Do we want to try to? Well, I guess.
Is this the leader by chance?
That's the one that you thought might be the leader.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right. So I guess I'll move up.
Give him 1 or 2 hit points.
Get one of the other ones.
Oh,
This one's stabilized.
Okay. All right, we'll get him.
We don't need multiple of these guys, do we? We don't want to be dragging prisoners.
Yeah,
No. You do the helicopter thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, maybe I could kill him again.
Yeah. You have one on each side of the helicopter,
You get extra XP for that, right?
Right. Whichever one of you speaks first, the other one goes out.
I guess I would question the fact of reviving these guys just to haul them all the way to Silver
Do you
Moon.
want them to see justice?
Yes, they will see justice. We promise that.
Well, they're
Well, they've
dead,
seen
so
justice.
I think
Well,
No,
they're
no,
not
no, no,
dead.
no.
They're
They're
dying.
slavers. They're slavers. They don't deserve an afterlife at this point.
We don't even know what's
aren't
in
these
the
guys
sack
dead?
yet.
No, they're
No,
not dead. They're
yet.
dying.
They're dying. Yes, they're dying.
Um,
So do you stand there and watch them die, or do you heal them so that they can go to jail?
They've got skulls across their bodies. I thought that meant they were dead.
For
If
combat
you let
purposes.
them, for combat purposes, they are immobile. They are immobile.
So they are not dead.
Incapacitated.
Okay. So
Right.
So is the only one that is dead is the one that Uhtred split in half?
Right.
Yes.
yeah, he's
Okay.
he
I didn't
seems to
realize
be,
that.
I thought they were dead when they had the skull on top.
Well, technically, if you
It
just
just
ignore
means they're
them,
at 0 hit points and they are proceeding to die to shove
Yeah.
off this
they will
mortal
die
coil.
if there is no aid given. Correct?
yes.
Yep.
I did not know
But
that. I thought they
you
were
have to
dead.
you have to render aid in a timely fashion.
Yes.
Those
Alright,
may
so
or may
I'll
not
lay-
be beyond your help.
I'll lay hands on the one in front of me.
Okay. There
Clear,
seems
sir.
how many points you putting into him?
The minimal to keep them alive.
One. All right.
Um,
Reduce your pool by one. One would be enough to get him up.
All right.
Right.
I want to give an inspiration point to the paladin that he is actually healing his enemies, and that is very much in character. He realizes they are still alive, so I do want to give an inspiration point to the paladin.
All right. Note an inspiration point on your attributes there you can use later.
And I did give you an inspiration point, Matt. You rolled a nat 20. That was.
Oh, okay. I got that.
I kept saying that's inspiring.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
that's
See,
really.
I would have used that to stab him again. But I do like the outcome that happened.
All right.
So inspiration.
it's on.
I
It's
have no idea where to add inspiration.
it's a checkbox on the right.
Yeah. All right,
So
I've got
you-
it checked.
Okay, you can use that later.
On the right.
Cash that in later.
Oh, there it is. I got you.
So
Okay.
you lay hands on the thug in question, and he shows no response.
Nope, better give him another one. Check his pulse. Can I check his pulse?
You. Okay. You're gonna go over and check his pulse.
I'm gonna see if he's able to be saved.
Roll
While
medicine.
they're doing that, I'm going to strip this bandit of any and all weapons,
Yeah.
armor,
I was gonna say that, but
And
I
then
wanted to provide
introduce
aid
him to
first.
my not making skills.
Based on your assessment, Connery thinks the guy's good and dead.
Yeah, he's.
I'll move over to the next one then.
Okay.
I'll do a scene from Enter the Dragon.
Okay.
I'll check his pulse before I lay hands.
Okay. Roll medicine.
Right.
Did Uthred ever get a chance to open the bag?
No, we have not
Getting
done that.
tough.
I want that. I want to do that. Yeah.
You also think he's good and dead.
I was hoping the
So,
bag would fall open so she could see him like ripped in half, but
All right.
That might scar her for life.
oh damn, you all right there?
All right.
So
I'll say that I've got this guy. And like I said, Howard, I'm searching. This is a full search. I don't want him to have any weapons at all. No
Okay.
armor.
He's like,
And then he's getting tied up.
all right.
You doing a body cavity search?
he's like,
Fire up the spreader. We're going in.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna guess.
And hey, look, we've got
get
more
out the
tents.
speculum.
roll perception. You strip all the useful gear off of him. Are you? And you say you tie him up? What?
Yeah,
I have
have him
rope.
freaking butt ass naked with
Okay.
a freaking like loincloth.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
he's got his short clothes on or whatever, or regular clothes, but he doesn't have like the leather armor or whatever he was wearing above it.
I said, make him butt ass naked. I want the humiliation to be complete.
I don't want him to freeze to death before we get out of the
Oh,
mountains.
okay. Well, all right.
I
Okay.
actually do want to collect a
Oh
bounty
yeah,
on
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. Right,
Uhtred.
and you know what? We can probably get the bounty on the rest of them
Yes.
too, but that'll be just not as much of a bounty.
So you're gonna open the sack?
I am going to open the sack.
Let's see what it is.
Okay.
And I'm going to be ready to provide aid, first aid.
So the sack is wiggling and kind of moving about as you go to open it.
Shift it over.
Inside the sack is, let me something here real quick.
It better not be a chicken.
Yeah. We'll get.
I told you so.
Even if it was a chicken, it must be an unusually magical chicken, because why else would they immediately start firing crossbows at the mention?
Right.
So
What's in the sack?
inside the sack is a small humanoid female, gagged and bound at the wrists and ankles. She is bruised and bleeding. One of her wings has significant damage to it.
All right. Can I go ahead and roll medicine?
She is extremely scared and struggling to get free of the bonds that are around her wrist and ankles.
All right, I am immediately coming over at that.
Yeah.
I will start helping her untie.
Well, do you want to do that? If she just takes off, what are we going to do?
It's okay.
Yeah. Let's help you.
Well, has the paladin got any more lay hands stuff? Maybe he can heal her up.
He should, yeah.
Yeah, I've also got cure wounds.
All right.
It's a spell.
So Uhtred's untying, Ray's untying. Is that what's happening?
Assuming I'm finished tying the one bandit that lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then yes. Especially because it's obviously a fairy or fae.
Yeah.
All right. So Uhtred, give me a nature roll at advantage. Synthon, give me a nature roll at advantage. You both have backgrounds where you spent significant time in the woods.
Dang. That was a good roll.
I'm going to lean in close and tell her I work with Hirsum.
Got the high roll there. Synthon. Believe that is a sprite. Ray, Uhtred, I'm gonna need initiative.
It's not letting me roll it.
Hang on,
Yeah, me either.
Hold on. Let me end that. Why is it? Hung there for a second. My apologies. Let's do this.
Did I have a chance to tell her that I work with Hirsum?
No, you were busy focusing on untying her and so forth. All right. she reaches for Ray. As soon as her wrists are free, she reaches out and tries to touch Ray. What are you doing? Get to act
I'll be
first.
dropping his trousers.
Well, I'm not going to
Wait,
do
wait,
anything
no.
hostile.
Hang on a second. How do we resolve ties on these? Because you both got initiative 15. So these actions will happen simultaneously. She's going to wind up touching Ray unless Uhtred tries to intercede.
No, I'm gonna let her go.
All right. Can I get a charisma saving throw from Ray?
Yep.
Okay, what are you feeling, Ray?
I want to help her because of the relationship to the Bay Court.
Okay. All right. She pivots and tries to touch Uhtred.
I drop my trousers.
That's this.
No, I'm just kidding. That's
Dear
fine.
Lord,
She can
I
touch
wish
me.
I could give another inspiration point. I mean,
All right. Charisma saving throw.
I didn't know he was proficient with spear.
no, I think that's a bludgeoning weapon.
And that's a saving throw, you said?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't
Okay.
think you need to even look at that.
No. Okay. So it is now 3:00. We can leave it right here. Or do you guys have more time to go on?
You can
Go a little
finish
bit
the
more.
encounter if you want to finish the encounter.
Well, this probably could take a bit of time.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Jason, how you doing on time?
We're
Yeah,
waiting for a roll from Jason. Well, I don't know what that saving throw is, but
Yeah, we go a little bit long.
Okay. She wants to walk over to Synthon. You gonna take any action?
No, I won't. I'll let her do her thing.
Am I taking any action? Was that your question?
Yeah. Anyone taking any action in response to her walking towards Synthon?
Well, I don't know. Do I get to have my turn?
You can try to take an action, but at that point we'll determine what happens. You're not actually technically speaking. No.
Go ahead.
We're not in turn-by-turn combat here, but there are actions happening, and so if you're going to do something, or you just
Yeah.
gonna let her.
No, I'm going to tell her we're friends.
In what language?
I don't have fairy, so it's going to have to be common.
Okay.
The paladin probably does.
Anyone else?
I'm a fairy. Is that
Anyone
what
else
you're
doing
suggesting?
anything?
Yeah, well, not by choice, just from a childhood thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to
Priests and
communicate
such.
with her.
What are you saying?
Just ask her what had happened to her, and let her know that we're friends trying to help her.
In what language?
Well, unless she speaks
It's either
Orc
common
or Elfish.
or common.
I'll do common.
Okay. She doesn't seem to respond to anything that you say. She's reaching.
Can I speak in both Elvish and Draconic and say we are friends and here to help?
Okay. She reaches out to touch Synthon.
I'll intercede.
You're going to stop her?
Yeah. I'm going to step in front
She's
of her.
just reading everybody's intentions. You just let her go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her and
All right, so
touch her back, I guess.
you're not even going to try to resist. Okay. What are you feeling right now? What's Centon feeling?
What am I feeling?
What are you feeling?
Probably that he needs a drink.
I feel empowered.
No,
Super
he means like
strong.
towards her.
What's your emotional state?
My emotional
he's
state is
probably
one of
distressed.
calm.
Fear, curiosity,
Nope, not scared at all. Curious, calm.
okay.
I don't see her as any threat.
So she touches you, and she has to touch you somewhere in your bare skin, so it takes a bit of effort because you're so well covered. And her body language seems to ease a fair bit. She doesn't seem as uneasy as she was before.
Okay.
And she says something and looks around. I assume no one speaks Sylvan.
That's not Elven. That's specific to Fae, correct?
That's the language of nature that the Fae speak.
I don't think anybody speaks that.
Well, I'll reach out and maybe now that we've communicated a little bit through touch, I'll lay hands on her and try to.
As he's reaching out, I just warn him that Fae are allergic to iron.
Okay, well, I'll be very careful not to touch her with anything but the skin of my hands.
Well, and his armor should be steel, so.
Well, it probably is, but I don't know that for a fact, so I'm warning him.
So their vulnerability is to a specific kind of iron called cold iron. But in general, you don't see any metal on her. So, okay. So are you laying hands on her?
Right.
How much healing are you doing?
I'll give her 3.
All right. Subtract the points.
Okay.
Roll persuasion. At advantage. All right. She seems to smile a little bit.
Okay? So there's a noticeable change in her health.
Yeah, she heals a little bit. Some of the wounds close up a bit, and she looks over at Lecter. She looks over at Connery and walks over to him.
Make eye contact.
He's going to try to reach out and touch you as well.
While that's going on, is this a tent here? I'm going to search.
I'm sorry? Yeah,
is that a tent next to the fire?
That is a tent, yes.
Hey, tents are expensive. We're taking those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over and I'm gonna search the tents.
There's gonna be gear. There's gonna be gear in the tents and on the guys that have fallen. I'll give you those.
I'll reach out my hand.
All right. She touches you. What's your emotional state?
I'm back down to centered. I was at high aggression. Now I'm back down to centered.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe that. I'm still on alert for defensive purposes, but I'm back down to centered. We've eliminated the threat, and everything is back right with the world for now.
All right. Does. So she goes back over to Ray. And she says something else in Sylvan. And she points to her wing, the one that's damaged.
Okay.
And then she
Uh,
points. And then she
okay.
points south.
Okay. That would be up into the mountains.
It would be off the road. It's not
Okay.
actually up. It would be off the road.
Okay.
Towards the wooded area.
Okay.
You do not speak Sylvan, I assume.
I do not.
Thank
But it's pretty clear that she wants us to take her there, and it would be too far for her to walk. So what I would suggest we do is, it's probably too much to carry, but we can probably make a, what do they call it? A travois, where you have the two poles with something stretched behind it and you drag it behind.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could carry her.
Well, well, yeah, you can, but can you carry all the armor and crossbows and all that other crap?
So you're going to gather up everything that's
What
in the
you
camp?
see lying around us is more money than we're making to bring back 2 bags full of
Absolutely.
ingredients.
So if we can't carry it, we need to bury it, in my opinion.
So can I get...
Well, I was going to say, we have the perfect pack mule.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I get...
Which is the guy over there.
We can figure out what's worth money and what's not.
Right. We got a few moments. What time of day is it, Howard?
Based on its weight, you know.
It's so we're not, you're not too far out of, so it's still mid-morning, late morning.
Okay.
Best bang for the buck is, best bang for weight is going to be the weapons.
So
and then
can
if they have the ingredients or something like that.
What do you need?
Can I get an investigate rolls from people who are searching the camp for items?
Yeah.
Sure. I will give the fairy kind of the mime version of, okay, just a moment, then we go back to the forest.
Sure.
And then I will help search.
And Elvin somehow kind of crosses over at least a little bit.
What was it for searching?
Investigate.
Investigation.
Do I got a minute? Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So there are 2 scimitars, 2 maces, 4 daggers, 2 heavy crossbows, 2 light crossbows, 80 bolts, 2 padded armor, 2 leather armor. There is a heavy steel shield, medium size.
I wonder if the shield is better than you already have, Synthon.
There's a throwing axe. In their purses, collectively, who's taking all these notes?
You're going too fast for me to take it as notes.
All right. I'll back up. So you got 2 scimitars, 2 maces, 4 daggers, 2 heavy crossbows, 2 light crossbows, 80 bolts, 2 sets of padded armor, sets of leather armor, a medium heavy steel shield, $125 gold pieces, 5 silver pieces,
Yeah.
Oh.
83 copper pieces. In the tents, you find 2 hunting traps, 8 water skins, 2 tents, 2-man tents, and some provisions. There's a wheel of cheese, salted meat, a bottle of ale. Kind of bulky to get all that. It's going to be tough to carry that through the pass if that's where you're going with it.
Well, I would say leave the armor and leave one of the tents, leave the water skins, leave the traps. Unless you guys don't want a tent. We already have 1 2-man tent. One more, everybody gets a tent.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a tent.
That'd be nice.
So we'll take 1 tent. We'll leave the traps.
What
Yeah.
are the traps?
Hunting traps, like bear traps.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's what they are. They're
Yeah.
the jaw type trap, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there's one of those, and there's some kind of like.
And I'm assuming, since I missed everything, that we'd be overweight if we took everything.
That's why we're dumping.
It's not just a question of weight. There's also bulk here, but yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So I say bury the rest.
All right. All right.
You're gonna dig holes, or you just find a hiding
Well,
spot.
let's just.
Yeah.
There's probably loose rocks or whatever. We can bury it under some rocks.
Yep.
So why are we burying it?
I just get it out of the way, and
If we pass through the area again, we could retrieve them, I guess.
yeah,
Anybody need water skins?
sure. I'll take a water skin.
Anybody else?
No, I think I've already got one.
I'm going to empty out the water skins. I'm going to dump them, and then just roll them up and tuck them away.
Yeah. There you go.
We're leaving the traps. I'm doing this in a notepad, so you got to bear with me. The money we're obviously taking. Is the shield better than what you have, Synthon?
How do I know? I mean, I my shield is plus 2 AC.
Yeah, roll inside advantage.
Water skin says it's 10 pounds. That is not accurate.
No.
That's
giant.
loaded with the water.
Okay.
That's
So
what the
how do
gallon.
we put in? How do we get an empty water skin?
An empty water skin is almost weightless.
No,
That's
I'm saying how do we add?
That's your insight roll with advantage. That's terrible.
Terrible. That's terrible. Yeah.
You have no idea which shield's better.
Do you like this one? Is it prettier than yours?
Hey, let me take a look at the shield.
All right.
Let's take
I'm
it. Let's just
going to
take
assume
it.
that we're either leaving the shield or we're bailing on it.
Utra, do you think the shield you found might be better in some way?
And we can use a shield as a
Sled.
voice. Yeah, to make the.
Well, I can always use it. I mean, I've got a shield, but if this is better than the shield I have, I'll use it.
You think it is?
Sure. I'm going to mark it off the party swag.
All right. Well, then I'll leave my old shield there to be buried if you want to include it on the list of things to be buried.
Sure. How do you want me to note
Somebody
it?
wants my shield.
I do not.
Okay.
I don't.
His shield is just noted as shield.
Okay.
Okay.
We're leaving behind the 4 sets of armor. We're going to leave behind the bolts. Not that those have weight. The maces are pretty heavy. I don't know if we can take those or not. But we just leave the
Be
maces.
worthy.
Yeah, we can take them.
Worth some
We
money.
just put them in a bag. Maces should be easy to carry.
right.
Crossbows would be tough.
And they have no horses anywhere, right?
No.
Okay. That's what made me think that there's possibly a slaver camp here nearby.
They probably just came across the ferry, managed to capture it. All right. So I've got the stuff separated out.
We can have tied up numbnuts over there pull it. Yeah, mule.
Yeah.
So you're gonna engage him. So the
Oh, hey, Uthred, do me a
I
favor,
will-
would you?
Uh-huh.
so he wakes up.
Make sure that those knots are nice and tight, will you?
Yeah, what would that be? Survival?
Yeah.
Intimidation.
I will eat you if you come loose.
If you run, you will only die tired, minus a few limbs.
So the guy wakes up and he starts grunting and making all kinds of noise, and the sprite looks cross and goes over to Connery and starts looking at his gear. Let's look at his gear and see what he's got. Got in his inventory. Oh! She reaches to grab the darts on your belt.
She's gonna kill him. She is totally gonna kill him.
Well, I say let her then. If she
I
wants to.
tell her just wait. He's worth some.
All right, roll reflex save.
Okay. What is this? What is that? A dex?
Yeah, dex save. Sorry.
Okay.
Look, we're looking, I think,
Is
at
it a saving throw
more.
or an ability check?
Just do an ability check.
Okay.
We're probably going to get more from her and her people than we are for.
Possibly. But
Yeah.
unless someone here is
I mean-
evil that we don't know about, killing a bound man probably isn't very good.
He doesn't even. We don't even know that he has a bounty on his head.
It can be assumed that he has a bounty on his head.
He does attack people on the road.
It is relatively normal to assume that. Okay. So she grabs it anyway? Or not?
Hang on.
Oh, you almost had it. You almost had it.
He just jumped a little bit to get out of her reach.
I just I'll just go like this. I'll be like, yes, no. I'll just be like, yeah, no. And say, high five?
All right,
Like,
she reaches
yeah.
again.
Oh, come on. Ah,
Oh.
come on.
All right, she's fixing to throw darts at the. She grabs a handful of darts and she's fixing to throw
All right.
darts at the tied up guy.
Make a dex save. I guess she's gonna have to make a dex save to see if she can actually throw it because I'm gonna grab it out of the air.
All right, roll initiative. Let's see how this goes down.
No, he's dead.
Let me dump this encounter real quick.
All I can say is we did try to bring one back alive.
That is correct. I did make an effort. I did make a good faith effort.
All right, she's gonna throw a couple darts at the guy.
Well, he's only got one hit point, so
Yeah.
Dart.
don't make me bring him back from the dead again.
You can always cut his head off and take his head in.
Then it just becomes a contest of who can fail their roll first. Us
Right.
doing medical rolls or her throwing darts.
Yeah.
In the end, he'll just be like, "Let me die."
Oh wait, this is an advantage because he's
An
restrained.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, he is restrained. Yeah. Oh, damn it!
All right. He throws a couple of darts, and the guy slumps over. And then she
Yeah.
walks. Then she walks over and kicks him for good measure.
I'll go like this.
She spits on him too.
I'll do this. I'll be like,
I'm just like, well, we did try.
I'll go.
We did try.
You know, hey,
I guess I will retrieve my rope.
and I'll give her the high five sign. High five sign.
All right, she slaps your hand.
I'll just kind of shrug and be like, I tried.
She hands the darts back, kind of wipes them off a little bit on the dead guy, and
I'll take him. Thank you. Put him away.
All right.
that's what we
Well,
call
we divvy up the loot.
execution
and then,
by ferry.
Roger. Gets up to the pearly gates. Oh, damn. What? Oh, no. It says here.
Killed by a fairy. You know how hard it is to get killed by a fairy?
Actually, these sprites are pretty tough warriors.
Yeah.
Yes, they are, but usually in groups.
You don't want to mess around
All
with
right.
a group of
Well,
sprites.
I will offer her to carry her or otherwise give her a ride, since she's probably only like yay tall, right?
She's about a foot tall. So
Okay, but I'm still like 3 times taller than she is. So.
The halfling is flexing.
I don't get many chances to do this, so you're gonna let me have this.
So,
Add another
so
inspiration.
how is it that you make this
Then you
offer?
two
I just come out and offer my hand, and then point to the forest that she wanted to go to.
Oh well, all right. She just shrugs and starts walking that way.
No,
So,
She's fine.
all right.
well,
are you
I
doing-
think we should probably accompany her. I don't think she can fly right now to get away from danger.
Have we gotten all the gear? So we're carrying.
Yeah,
all this gear?
I've got it split up. I assume that we put the rest of it underneath rocks or whatever. And then we just divided up the stuff. I've got a list and I can post it in the Discord after.
Okay. Because I would like one of those crossbows eventually.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'd like the hand axe I could use.
Sure. Well, just note it down now, and I won't have it on the list. I'll drop
Okay,
it
can
down
I-
to 1 crossbow and no throwing axe.
Can I add that to my inventory in D&D and Beyond?
yes, you can.
So there's a light crossbow and a heavy crossbow.
Yes.
Yeah, there's each. I thought you were getting the heavy.
I'll take the heavy. Yeah, I'll take the heavy.
All right. You might want to add some bolts if you're going to take bolts.
Yep. There were 80 bolts.
Okay.
Roger,
So she's
What?
gonna.
Libby's.
Hold on a second.
I'm going over to Libby's for a little
Okay.
bit.
All right. Sound
So she-
shoot it.
She's gonna lead you off road
Yep.
into the woods. Are you following? She kind of turns
Yep.
around expectantly, tapping her foot, going. That's something in Sylvan.
It's pretty obvious.
Do you speak
Yeah,
any
I'm
other
following.
languages? I'll say. In Draconic and Elven.
She just looks at you, puzzled, and shrugs.
I'll do the same thing.
All right, so you all you following her. You buried the gear.
Mm-hmm.
By buried, you put it somewhere, and or what's burying look like? It's a fair bit of gear when you pile it all up. I mean, if you're talking about the other tent and whatever else you're putting in the pile. What all are you putting in the pile?
Let's see here. A tent, hunting traps, Uthred's extra shield, padded armor, leather armor, and then however many bolts Synthon isn't taking.
Okay. And the weapons?
The weapons, it was agreed that we were taking them. I wanted to leave behind the maces and daggers, but...
Okay, so you picked up the scimitars, maces, and daggers?
2 scimitars, 2 maces, 4 daggers. This is group load, not stuff that people picked for their personal stuff. A heavy crossbow, 2 light crossbows, lots of money, empty water skins, a tent, and the whatever provisions we can carry.
Okay.
And this is divided amongst the group.
Oh, I do want to signal somehow to the sprite that we're headed that direction.
But for now, we're going to go where the ferry goes.
I know.
That's right. Yeah.
But for now, we'll follow, and I point to her. We'll follow you.
Okay. She
All
just looks and waits for you guys to follow.
Yep.
All right.
So you stepping with her off?
Did I hear some wolves? Did I hear some wolves?
Maybe.
You're messing with me again.
I don't know whether it's true or not in game, but as we're walking, I'm going to tell them that according to old stories that I heard, you have to be really careful about what you promise or what gifts you accept, especially from the stronger fairies, because it could put you in their debt, and who knows how they will call in that debt. I don't know if it's true or not, but just in case, those are the stories that I heard.
How could we be in their debt if we're saving her?
Well, because
sure
they give us hospitality, and they can name whatever price they want on that hospitality, if the stories are to be believed.
Okay, I got you.
In other words, everything could have a price, and it might be more than what you want to pay.
Right, but they could be repaying us the kindness of Red.
They could be repaying us, but if they do that, I would assume that they would specifically say it's in repayment.
Right.
But if they say here's a gift,
be very careful.
So she leads you on a little excursion off the road. At times she's not easy to see because she's so small and she blends so well. But she seems to, whenever you lose sight of her, kind of pause and double back and make sure that you guys catch up.
Right.
She takes you a good 30 minutes through some thick underbrush and some wooded mess, basically. But then it opens up into an area that has a mountain stream running through it. And telling you, that's 3:30 now. This is probably going to lead us in other directions if we keep going this way. So from a time perspective, we're probably running short here.
Probably a good time.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe this is a good spot to pause it.
I will set her out here, guys. We'll pick it up there next time. So, everyone say goodbye to the audience.
All right.
Now,
Bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. Comment in the chat.
If you do subscribe, the next time a scheduled broadcast is coming up, you can be notified of that. So that's one nice thing of doing the subscriptions. But thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you all next time.